Welcome to the very first lift review. This is going to be a very special one for me because one, it's going to show everyone the process and how these lift reviews go, and two, the very first person to submit was my wife. Of course, she wants to support, and I think it's great because I'm going to show you guys how I would coach her, which is the same way that I would coach everyone else. So before we get into it, let's talk about how we get to this point. If you're interested in your own lift review, go to my page, click the link in the bio. It's also in the description. Once you do that, once you sign up for the actual lift review, you're gonna get emailed this form. It's very simple. You're gonna have to just input your name, your email, and then there's a couple submission fields for links where you just send the link for where your videos are. So that could be a couple things. If you want to just upload it to Google Drive, iCloud, Dropbox, YouTube Unlisted, or even just copy and paste the link from the Instagram, that's fine too. In fact, we're going to be watching my wife's Instagram videos. We'll talk about this board in a second. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so we're going to be looking at her video of the snatch first. Okay, looks like it's 50 kilos. All right. Good catch, but not as stable on the stand-up. That's something that she's trying to work on. Yeah, I try to coach her to not take steps forward on the stand-up, because if you can just stand it up straight up, then I know you're balanced. So there might be a weakness in the chain somewhere. Okay, so it looks like it's a bunch of snatches and clean and jerks. So I am gonna go ahead and go back to that first snatch, and let's talk about what I want to see. Okay, so let's talk about this board for a second. What you see is a list of characteristics that are important for weightlifting, starting with position, balance, close, discipline, timing, and tempo. These are the characteristics that I'm gonna be judging this video on, and hopefully we can talk about some things and do real world application where I provide drills so she can do better. Okay, so right away, we're just gonna go slow-mo on this 50 kilo snatch. I'm just gonna go frame by frame. Okay, does she allow the hips and the shoulders to come up together? Meaning that she's not just allowing her butt to come up and doing what we call a stripper pull. So yeah, she's staying very balanced actually. So, and I'm looking for the knees. Once the bar is at the knees, the shins are vertical. She's doing a great job with that. Okay. Once she passes the knees, she is getting that double knee bend, scooping the knees through so that once she gets to the power position, she can finish with the quads, with the vertical extension. Okay, so let's talk about it. Position, she was able to hold positions good, so that's really good. Balance, okay, she's up on her tippy toes right now, and it looks like she's going straight up, so I would say her balance is pretty good. Close, okay, I'm gonna see if everything is close right now based on how close she can keep the bar to her body once it elevates from her hips to her chest area. Yeah. A lot of lifters have a lean back, which I call peeling back. She's not doing that. She's keeping it real tight to her body. I'm gonna scoot back just a little bit. Does she jump back forward or backwards? No, she pretty much stays in the same spot. Okay, as far as a turnover, she could probably do a little bit better at keeping her wrist more relaxed. That will probably keep the bar just a little bit tighter. But you know, at these weights, it's hard to be critical. I know that her best is 65, 66, something like that. So once we're getting to the ranges where she's actually doing like working sets, it's tough to keep all the cues, but I'm being hypercritical. This is a great lift. Now in the bottom, she could do a better job at staying more active. So she is very upright. Let's say that this is the bottom position because it's not really going to change from here. Whenever she initiates starting to come up, her butt wants to come up and then her head pitches forward. So she needs to do a better job of pushing up through the ceiling and allowing the legs to do the work and trying to maintain that posture that you want with more of a vertical torso instead of allowing the head to just push through and the hips to come up. If she can do that and stay more intentional on that, this is a perfect lift. Okay, so I'm allowing it to play. Okay, so she went up to 55. Okay, smooth out the floor, vertical knees, scoops through, still has a full foot, very vertical. Okay, the bar's close. The catch might have been better. But still, it's just that little intentionality right at the last part of the stand-up. Like, a lot of people do say that, hey, if you're holding it overhead, the lift's over, but it's really not. The overhead squat, you could still miss. So just be a little bit more intentional there. I don't really have any drills for that. I would say snatch balance with a pause on the bottom. So let's write that down. Snatch balance with pause on the bottom. 3x3 at, I would say, somewhere around 45 kilos. 3x3 at 45 kilos. Okay. Snatch balance with pause, 3x3 at 45 kilos. If you step forward, you failed the lift. Okay? So you got to be very intentional with standing up your lifts. Everything else, well, really everything is a habit. So if you continue to step forward, it's just going to keep happening. So you got to force yourself to not allow that to happen. Simple as that. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate those lifts. So however you want to do it, put this bar on your back. Okay, make sure we look left to right. Our grip is good. Give me a baby pause. A little baby hop. And then once you do that, make good timing, feet and lock out at the same time. Boom, nice and controlled into the bottom, okay? But this is not really, this is where things will get squirrely for you. From here, straight up, okay? Push through the ceiling. Not that. Do not allow the head to go through too much, and do not allow the butt to come up too fast. So that's what I'm looking for. So the actual drill is gonna be this. Pause, come straight up. Pause, come straight up. Last one. Pause, straight up. I'm sure me dropping that 5 kilo training plate is gonna irk some people, but whatever. Okay, so before we continue, position, balance, close, discipline, timing, and tempo. Timing was good. Timing is really an issue if the lockout and the feet don't happen at the same time. Some people will get stuck because their feet land first and they're still trying to pull under, which means that they're getting stuck in between the barbell and the ground, and that's where the press out starts happening. So when I say timing, I'm looking for feet lockout around the same time, and she's doing a great job of that. As far as tempo, I'm looking for tempo off the ground. There's a certain speed you have to go, and then it gradually ramps up into a finish that's violent and fast, and then it's like more of a controlled tempo again. So she's doing all those things great. Let's try the clean jerk. Okay, so something that's very interesting here. She got called out on the internet for not having hip contact. So we drilled it, and now she has hip contact, so that's awesome. So everyone on the internet, watch this. Go slow, go slow, go slow. It's literally in her hips. Okay, since we have a freeze frame right here, this is a vertical extension. This is awesome. We want to limit as much of horizontal forces that happen. And naturally, when the bar makes contact with the hip, the bar wants to pop out. And if you hit it hard enough, you'll make yourself lean back. I see it all the time. So she's doing a great job of making contact and allowing and transferring the force straight up with the arms. Okay, I think, and actually I know, that her racking the bar is a little bit more difficult right now because her timing is new. She's literally getting the bar into the hip, which now means that the timing for getting from the hip to the shoulder, it's a shorter distance, which means it happens quicker. So she gets surprised by that bar for the time being. Before, she would go around upper thigh to mid thigh, and there'd be a long transition from going here to here, right? So if you're just like hitting that bar hard and just hoping that it lands in the right spot, there's just more things that can go wrong. There's more variable. If it's tighter, now it's from here to here, things happen a lot quicker. So she's getting used to that. So I'm not gonna be hypercritical about that. Yeah, but she can normally rack that a little bit better. As far as her jerk, power jerk looks good. And she's staying disciplined with the pause in the catch. So cool, so cool. Okay, let's continue. Okay, position off the floor is really good. At the knee, shins are vertical. She probably could have done a better job at scooping the knees through. But again, this is new, it's higher contact, so it's a win. There's nothing more here that you need to do other than just get some reps at this. It's just gonna take some practice. Let's see if this crashes on her. No, she caught it pretty well. And the jerk, solid again. Yeah, she's very consistent right now with her jerks. I know when she gets to a higher weight, things get a little bit shaky. But yeah, let's talk about the key characteristics. Her position's off the floor, really good. She's not rushing anything. Balance, if you're able to pause in the catch, you're balanced, okay? Normally the people that have to walk their lift out to save it, they're not. So she's doing a great job of that. Close, that bar's close. Now it might be crashing a little bit, but that's because the timing will get better over time. So she's staying disciplined through, oh, I got a member coming in right now. So she's staying very disciplined because she is allowing the bar speed to come, meaning that it's slow from the ground and then it transitions faster as it goes. Tempo, it's good. Yeah, guys, this is generally what the lift review looks like. Vanessa, I'm gonna go ahead and write this down and email it to you, and I'm gonna give you some more drills. Other than that, that's our first lift review. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and go to my channel, click subscribe, go ahead and get your lift review done, and let's have some fun. Thank you so much.